What then transpired?
I notified my bank to just cancel any online transaction from my bank so that nothing else can be done, because I was expecting more payments in my account. So I found it prudent to just block everything for that point. I think this is where the journey of remorse started. You're feeling bad and you asking yourself questions, and then I finally accepted that this is the fate and went now ahead to report on the next Monday.
You were able to note the number where the transactions were?
Yes, I checked on Truecaller.
Yes.
And I could see.
Were you able to get in touch with the accused person?
No. We had never exchanged numbers.
No, I'm saying, once you realized the transactions were going to this number, did you call this number?
No. I did did not call the number at any point in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you never never engaged the person to refund the money?
I did not reach out to them directly.
So you reported the matter to the police? Yes,
I went to report to the police because I figured this was more of a dubious act by someone. I decided, let me hold back, breathe in, get proper advice, like how do you go about this situation, instead of just running to reach out to someone who clearly knew exactly what they were doing. Because now I checked on my car's footage, there was no data on it. It had nothing on it. So I noticed this must be someone who knows what they're doing, and I need to tread carefully. So I reported the matter, and now this is when it moved to the police, and from there on I never followed up. Now until the time now they told me, for you to follow up on such a case, you need to ensure that all this information you're giving us is verified. You can come and give us all this information, and it's hearsay. So they requested me to go to my bank, get my statement verified, my M-Pesa verified, and they asked me if I knew exactly where her location was, and I said I remember that place because my cousin lived there, and my office was literally the building just behind it before. So I could remember, but I had no clue of the house number or anything else to do with it.
Okay. So now that you got to meet with the accused person at the police station, right?
Yes.
Has she ever refunded anything?
So when we met, I told them I don't have any issue. I'm willing to discuss, and I think this was from around 11 a.m. in the morning until maybe 8:30 p.m. in the evening, where she was given time and we said it's okay, you can try raise whatever amount it is, then we can agree on a way forward. But all through, there was nothing that was offered.
Okay, so in total, how much did she steal from you?
It was 339,000.
So that is the amount that is that you are demanding from her?
Yes.
Okay. The person on the...
Yes, it's her. And we talked on the given day.
Yes.
And even on the same day when we were discussing, she even went ahead to threaten me and tell me that if I'm not going to handle this the right way, she's used to this and she knows how to go about it. So I told her, for me, I have no issue. If you pay my money, that's all. If we sit down and have an agreement, I'm okay with it, but we need to get a way of having this done legally, not just hearsay, because clearly you could tell this was not something that is straightforward. Policemen are there and someone is very calm and composed, so for me it was quite scary.
So is that all?
That's all for my side. Okay.
Yeah. What time was it?
Around 2.
Around 2
a.m.
What time did you meet Lora?
Just before leaving. So around 6.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Who is Maya?
Her friend.
So you say Maya was her friend, so she came with you to Maya, or you're the one who went to where they were?
So, as I mentioned earlier, where I was seated, Maya came with her friends, and they were talking to Lora, who was on the other side. So Lora kept coming to talk to them, going back on the other side. However, time for leaving, they all left with me.
They all left with you?
Yeah. We were all together.
Yes or no question?
Yes. We were together on one table.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point did you decide to leave Ibiza?
just before, between 6 and 7, because I was waiting for the coffee shop to open.
6 and 7?
Yeah, roughly that.
So whose idea was this that people go to whose idea was it that people...
It was my idea to go down to get coffee, but then they were going down to get a taxi.
To get a taxi?
Yeah.
So which entity did you go to get coffee at?
It's a coffee shop downstairs. It looks similar to a cafe.
What's the name of the coffee shop?
I don't know the name. It
You
looks
don't
similar.
remember the name of the coffee
It looks similar to a cafe. So at the entrance, if you just walk to Lavington Mall, the first place there,
You're saying it is not at cafe?
it is similar there at the entrance.
Yeah, in your statement you're saying it is at cafe. So is it at cafe?
I call that similar to a cafe. So, and I think we have the receipts for that. So
You have the receipts for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you went to this coffee shop, how long did you stay there?
We stayed. We stayed for one time.
How long?
I don't know.
You
I
don't
have.
remember how long? Now at Ibiza and at this coffee shop, what were you taking?
Ibiza, I had white cup and
How
tequila.
many did you have?
Probably 4.
Probably 4.
Yeah.
Have you brought the receipts of the white cups that you had that day?
I've never asked for receipts for the bar.
You've never asked. Have you brought the payment receipts or your M-Pesa statement showing how much you paid for the white cups? So that we know how much you took that day.
I have the receipts on my phone for payment, but
But you have not brought them here.
I had the coffee and I had white cup.
How much was the total of what you took at the coffee shop? You can't remember. Who paid for it?
I should have paid.
You should have paid. In your testimony in the first instance, you said you paid. My question to you, did you pay for the coffee? Or whatever you took at the coffee shop?
I think if you just go slowly in that,
No. We are not going to go slowly in James. I need to respond to my question.
that's what I'm doing. So it's kind of.
So
Could
the
I
thing
use-
is, listen. So you attempted to pay, then you are not able to pay, and then you requested Lora to pay, and she did. Is that the case?
No.
That's not the case. So if you are to be seeing this payment receipt,
For POS zero coffee.
so are you the one who paid that receipt?
No, this I've just seen it now.
I'm asking, are you the one who paid that?
I've just said no. I've just seen this now.
Very well. That's very okay. So my question to you is, can you just take us through your conversations with her that day? What were you conversing that made you to stay that, to be together for that long?
As I've mentioned earlier on, I don't know what happened. As soon as we went down there, I became hazy, and what made me feel more inclined to even talking to her is her telling me, "Don't worry, you'll be fine. Don't worry, you'll be fine." That's the most that I remember giving me.
Is that in your witness statement?
What?
Is that in your statement? Don't you about it later on that you're being told don't worry? Because I'm looking at your witness statement, you're not talking about the fact that...
You just asked me that. There's no one who's ever asked me what made me comfortable, so I believe I just answered you.
So at what time did you leave the coffee shop until Riverside and you don't remember?
Yeah.
And you drove?
Yes.
How do you want us to believe you? That you don't know what was happening and you were able to drive up to us to believe you?
I think it's very simple. At times you don't need to go through corners to try and justify something. There's CCTV footage that shows us.
Have you brought it here?
I've not been
Before court?
requested for it. So I'm saying I drove. You asked me.
It is your case before court. It is none of our business to help you to bring CCTV footage. So have you brought it here, sir, for us to look at it? Very well. Not respond to that. So do you agree that you voluntarily agreed to take Lora to her house? And remember, you are under oath.
I know. And as I've said again, and I'll repeat it again, at this point, this is the
My
one.
question to you is,
And I'm answering.
And I need you to answer my question. Did you voluntarily agree
Yes.
to drop Lora to her house? Yes, you did. And you don't remember what time that was?
No.
Very well. So you left a coffee shop, then you drove Lora to her house. Voluntarily you agreed. So do you remember what time you got there? You don't remember. So you reached at the gate. So at what point did you get into Lora's house?
It was that time, in the morning, as soon as we got there.
You got there at the gate, right? You were supposed to drop her, right? So between you and Lora, who said that you want to go to Lora's house?
Ah,
So it was not your idea that you want to see her house.
the Tabu mentioned, I want you to see what I'm doing, the furnishing that I'm doing, and I want you to give me ideas and tips.
So we go slowly. So at what time were you discussing furniture? I mean, this time you didn't mention that you're talking about her work and her.
We talked about it on the way to the house.
Okay, very well. So you reached the house, huh? And then you entered. So who entered first into the house?
I believe it's how opened, then walked in, then I walked in.
She opened, then you walked in. And then what did you find in the house?
There was a lot of alcohol, number one, which was just on the table. And then I remember the living room was quite empty.
So it was empty. So which table was this if the living room was empty?
Furniture.
Because
Furniture.
my question is, when you
There's
walk
a dining table, literally on the right. There's a table there with bottles of whiskey that was there.
so you can remember all this.
No, that's the last memory I remember of that house.
That's the last time we remember about that house. But you can also not remember anything that happened at the coffee shop.
Yeah, I had literally flashbacks. You know, it's the same thing. Everyone has flashbacks, and it's up at 5 p.m. being told
You woke
to
up at 5 a.m. So
p.m.
p.m.
Yeah,
Very well. So you didn't shower.
I don't remember. I'm telling you, the last memory I remember
You didn't
was.
shower in this house.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
yes or no. Just don't say you're telling me. Just answer my question. How should we?
I don't
interpret
recollect.
that? Don't recollect. So you woke up at 5 p.m.
Yes.
right? Then after waking up at 5 p.m., what you said, what did Lora tell you?
She told me we need to rush because she's going to the chemist to get some medicine before they close.
Before they close. Yeah. Very well. And then at this time, what did you do after waking up? You find yourself. You are dressed. You are naked.
Dressed.
You are dressed. So you got up and left.
So I got up and asked her, "What time is it? Why are we rushing? Like, I'm meant to be going to work." Like, so I checked my watch, and I could see it's 5, but my phone was dead.
The phone was dead. Okay. That's well noted. So do you remember the first transaction that was, you say was sent to Lora? What time was it?
I don't have the transaction times for it to be, so
You better have it. This is your case.
I can get them. So
Yeah. So you look at your file and tell us. So the first transaction, funds received, sent to Lora was at 9:51 a.m. I don't know if you can see that on 15th March 2025.
That's the ECDA.
Yeah, it is an M-Pesa transaction. The one for 4,900.
I believe that is the accused person's M-Pesa statement.
Yes. Well, Your Honor, that can be marked as for a notification for number 2.
The one marked was for the complainant.
No, the one that I marked first was for the accused person. I just marked it. It could be identified later on.
I'm asking because you also marked an M-Pesa statement. Was it? Is it different?
that's fine.
Oh, serious?
That is his. Yeah, this is the accused.
Okay.
So look at that first transaction. The last one, the one highlighted in orange. That payment was made at what time?
9:51.
9:51. What about the second one? The one that is just up?
9:52.
9:51, 9:52. And then look at the one that I had given you. That was paid at what time?
Which one? This one?
Yes,
11.
at 11:30. Is that correct? So you want to tell me that at this time, as per your statement, just return them to me. As per your statement, you didn't say that money was taken from you before you went into Lora's house. Now, at the coffee shop, we are making payment at 11:30.
Let's come up again with your question, if you don't mind.
Just listen. I'm asking the question. I'm going to ask you the question. So at the coffee shop, payment is made at 11:30. You have made 2 transactions for 4,900, another one for 100,000, at 9:51 and 9:52 a.m. As per your statement, you are saying that money was taken from your account after you had gotten into Lora's house, which most definitely was after 11:30 a.m. So how do you explain these 2 transactions?
I can't explain any transaction to Lora. None.
No, we are to court. Of course, you
Sorry,
have to explain to Lora,
I'm
but you need to explain it to court.
I'm saying I cannot explain any transaction that I have sent to her because I just don't send money to people. So that's what I'm saying.
So my question to you is, can you give us an idea, a rough idea, how then Lora was able to get into your bank account and into your M-Pesa without having your M-Pesa PIN and transferring those amounts to herself when you were at a coffee shop sitting with her together?
The same way I'm still asking myself.
No, I need you to answer my question.
I'm answering it. So the same way I'm still asking myself,
No.
how did I drop her home meeting at the first day?
But you have told me, you have still told the court you voluntarily agreed to let her home.
Yeah, the same way I'm asking myself how. On a normal situation, I would never.
Mr. James, I need you to respond to my question so that we have future.
I don't understand how, and I've answered that. In
You don't
simple
understand
English.
how?
Yeah.
Who was having your phone all this time?
I'm telling you, I don't understand.
Just answer my
how.
question. Were you having a phone, yes or no?
I can't remember at what point.
So you don't know whether you had your phone or not. You remember you went into a coffee shop. What did you drink at the coffee shop? You were still taking whiskey or you were taking coffee?
I think I've answered you this before, and I told you I had my coffee, I had beer.
At the coffee shop?
Yeah.
You had coffee
I told you I had coffee and I had white cup.
and you had white cup. But these were still blurring your vision.
Yes, sir.
You said you paid the bill at the coffee shop. So what did you pay it using? If you don't remember whether you had your phone or not. So you paid it using what? Using cash? Using M-Pesa?
I told you I believe so. So
You
I
believe
can't-
so, but in your testimony earlier you said, Mr. James, that you said that you are the one who paid. So how did you pay? Please explain to us.
I think I mentioned this and I'll repeat it again. I said I believe I paid.
You're not answering my question at all. And if for whatever reason you're stupefied, do you have a medical report to show that you're stupefied? Not that you can't remember anything.
To be very honest, I don't have a medical report. But what I do is I know I went to Kikuyu Hospital, and I went there just saying that I'm feeling like I'm shaking, I'm sweating, and I'm doing this.
Okay.
I did not think of asking for blood samples and all.
I won't ask you anything about blood samples. So please hold your horses before I ask you a question.
Yeah, good.
So how do I get into your phone? Your phone, does it have a passcode? Do you open it using a pattern, a PIN? How is your phone open?
Normal password.
Normal password. That password, have you shared it with anybody? Did you share it with Lora?
Maybe.
Maybe. So at what juncture did you share it with her?
I don't remember.
You don't remember, so you don't know. You didn't share it with her. How do I get into your M-Pesa? Is there a PIN? Or I can just go in and do transactions without a PIN?
It has a password.
As a password.
So my passwords are all similar. That is the biggest downside that I have in my life. So
Okay. So they were similar, but they are not shared with Lora. Correct. I've asked you a question.
you asked and answered, and you said correct. So
I'm asking you whether
no,
that's
you said no. Seriously, you said correct. So I was like, okay.
Mr. James, no, you think this is some sort of drama. Just answer me the question. So on which day did you go to the police station?
The next day. Out of
You need to be able to just what you're saying. Just
That's what I'm saying. Please note, this is my first time in court. I've never been here, so let me just answer you slowly. Yeah, don't just be that. I know it's your job, but let's also remember.
Your Honor, I'm asking that you restrain the witness.
You need protection, don't you say?
Now it's my job now, on the line now.
So I need to double check. I think it was that Monday.
A week after.
No.
Yeah,
This happened on the weekend, so I went the next week.
So you don't
So
remember
maybe like
which
2 or 3 days. I'll check the date and give you. Right now, I'm just all over. So I humbly request you let me calm down first.
Execution counsel will help you with that.
15th was a which day?
It was that Saturday. So it was a Friday night coming. So Friday was 14th, then 15th now is the morning, yeah, from midnight.
So 17th is when you
Yeah, and that's when, yeah.
Okay. So in your testimony earlier, you said you didn't reach out to Lora at all.
Yes.
Why didn't you reach out to Lora? Because potentially you would have told her, I sent you some money and I wanted it back. It was by mistake. Why would you do that?
Because you didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense to you. But why would you ask her to make sense? Have you contacted Maya, who was with her, to find out what happened?
No, I don't even have Maya's number.
Is she one of the witnesses here in this case? Because she's the one who's in your company.
I don't have any of their numbers. Laura's number, I only got it because of these transactions. I thank God she even just sent them direct to her number. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have had any contact or anything.
Very well. So after you reported to the police, when Lora was arrested, were you there at the police station?
Yes. I
And
came.
You were at the police station?
I was called. I came in.
Yeah, you were there at the police station.
I said
correct?
yes.
And then you said that you were asked to talk out of court, to settle the matter
Yes.
without any the police process. So who declined to undertake the discussion?
We talked.
And then
gave it time, and I think I mentioned this even before he was.
you had
brought
mentioned,
upon.
you know, Mr. James, please.
I'm answering.
Please,
I'm not done.
please, just respond to my question. Stick yourself to that.
I declined because, one, after close to over 8 hours, she still had nothing to even say, listen, here is 10,000 first. Let's figure out how to move forward. It was from around 12 until 8 p.m. when she was leaving, when I'm being asked, are you guys going to talk? And this is someone who's taken over 300,000, and what they're telling you is, you know what, by the way, if you let this go ahead, I will show you my real wrath. And I'm like, listen, I'm not fighting you. I'm just requesting
So
that
did
you send back.
you?
So I declined on the fact that
You
all
declined.
through,
You
you've
declined.
not even offered anything.
And when you were declining, what did you say? That she can go and do what?
I think I can remember very well that day, and I told her, I think you need to take time, think about it.
So you remember there was a counsel on call.
What?
Remember there was a counsel who was on call at that time.
When?
You were asked to have a conversation with her, she had called a lawyer. Do you remember that instance?
When we were in the small office.
Yes.
Yes, and then she came back again, round 2. There was round 1, round 2, round 3.
Yes. And then what was the difficulty in settling the matter?
Because I Googled immediately, and everything, all the red flags, all the cases that have shown that she's gone through in her life,
So at what point,
drama she's had,
so
I say no.
At what point did you Google her? Did you Google her at the police station or after she had stolen your money?
I Googled her as soon as I saw her name and I saw all this money had gone to her. So I started asking myself, is this someone I want to talk to? No. She already has cases with politicians and all these people. Is this someone you can fight? No, you're an underdog.
So Mr. James.
Yes, sir.
So I put it to you.
Yes.
That you decided to send Lora money at your own provision.
No.
Then later on, you realize that, oh, she has some drama going around her life, and therefore you can get to the police and have this money returned. Is that correct?
No.
Very well. Because you declined that. So, Let's go for the next
So I'm
one.
saying
But
no.
I'm hoping you can suggest say no.
No.
Yeah. So you didn't tell her you stay in Buddha.
No.
And you didn't tell her that you have this young friend that will help her.
No.
And you didn't want to have sex with her at night.
No.
That's why you went into her house.
No.
You didn't ask for sex.
No.
You didn't use her bathroom.
I don't
You
remember.
didn't shower.
I don't remember anything about that house apart from what I mentioned.
And she
getting
didn't
there.
decline to have sex with you. No. That's all for this witness. Thank you.
You were speaking with her?
Yeah, she's next to me.
Then, from what time to what time did you lose the...
My memory became blurred as soon as we got to that coffee shop. As soon as I went to wash my face, going there to go coffee, to me even now having beers there, that is where everything went. And that's why I'm even saying, to me, I'm questioning my...
Could have possibly, or how, whether the his person could have possibly reduced your pin. So, and you answered that you have similar pins for...
all my accounts.
That includes the NCBA account and the...
So unlocking my phone, my M-Pesa, my NCBA, my Stanchart.
For somebody to access all that, you will use one similar pin.
It's just a similar pin.
Okay. Then you stated that this is the first time that you met this person?
Yes.
Had you sent her any money prior to the date of the event?
No, I'd never seen her even. Like this was the first time I've ever come
So
across
you never
her.
had any prior relationship with her?
Never.
Okay. You know that is all for the examination. That's the only witness we had for today. This one will be sent for an adjournment.
Your Honor, I have no objections. We can take another day and do it.
December?
Your Honor, on 16th and 16th and 17th December, I have a murder trial in Nairobi. Eighth December is convenient.
That's convenient. Thank you. Grace and Daniel Hassan.